Okay, so today we're just going to be watching one of my viewers that I'd be doing in this viewer vote review series, and we're going to be starting an endgame in this one. This one's actually the placement cup that just happened recently. So they don't really do anything crazy, but they just let zone get ahead, and they sprint ahead with the old builds and probably run over here and box up, save a bunch of mats, you know. So I bet they'll just run here and base up there and then wait for zone to get ahead again and then repeat. At this point though, I know they go low ground. What I would have instead done is from here, I know zone's close by, so I know if I go up like 3 layers and get above here, you'll be in a really nice spot for whatever the next zone is. So I'd rather them do that, but they just go down here. Like, instead of fighting, they should really be thinking about like how dodgy this position is for certain zones. Like, imagine if it pulls this way or like anywhere over there. Like, they could make it, but like it's not going to be very easy. But all these rotates aren't going to be as easy as if I was already positioned up like this guy, obviously. So I feel like they know they don't have the best mats, but they do have enough mats to not play like this. So I feel like they were kind of over focusing fighting when they like weren't in the best positioning already. And they actually do find a pad here. And here, this is perfect spot to land. That's where I would have landed. And now they just need to keep rinsing and repeating everything they keep doing, just getting ahead, and they're waiting till zone gets ahead and then going again. But they're also fighting and getting refreshes. So kind of what they do is, it's so basic, and you probably heard this heaps, but it's good to keep remembering it. So basically they just wait for zone to get ahead as much as possible, then they run ahead, base, look for kills and fight until zone's on their back again, then they go again. So the only thing I would have liked to see them do differently is, instead of this little rotate here, instead I just would have ramped up and finished up here in the middle of zone, high up in a position. But apart from everything before this position they're right now, like, they didn't do really anything else wrong. And now they're pretty chilling. Like, he's got 1k mats, he's got 35 mats, they both got hammer, good heals. Should be no excuse not to do really good. You know what I don't like about this position here though? I was gonna say maybe they should stay high up until the next zone pops. That would be good, but the thing is, their position wasn't even bad, but the only reason it's bad now is because like they got into the edge of where zone is safe, so they think they're safe. But if you do that and you're not on a high layer, you know there's gonna be a bunch of people getting ahead of you. So what they do now by doing that is they stay back and they just let these people get ahead of them. And since they're not high up, it matters now, because if you're high up here and you finish like here, not many people are going to finish in front of you, obviously, because the higher you get up, the less people there are. But yeah, if I was in this position here, like these people, and I jumped onto the edge of zone, I would be like frantically trying to get ahead into the front side of zone, just because like, imagine you get here, and then right now is when the next zone pops. Like, look how free you are for any rotate, and if it does pull back, you do have a tarp already there. But yeah, if you're back here and zone goes that way, someone's ahead of you already trying to claim low ground, so you're kind of mucked up. So they really didn't focus their positioning there, even though they had enough mats to do that. And now they have to hammer because of this, which I'm pretty sure it mucks them up a bit. Like, if they're this team, they'll be front side and they wouldn't have to mark up off a hammer, and they could just run, drop low ground, claim it up here, and they'd just be fine because they've been prioritizing the correct things. But what happens now, because is his teammate gets split up. To be honest, actually really lucky to still have low ground here, because of all these teams that got in front of them before, like Cripper and stuff. Like, they could have easily just claimed it. But yeah, I don't know why he slammed us there, but yeah, this is basically what kills them. They do want to jump down for some reason though. You can actually, he might like not be trying to jump down, but he definitely is going down, which is weird. It should be obvious to a lot of people, but if you stay up here, so obviously you're going to be way better, because imagine the zone pulls back up here whenever we're over there, which is actually really likely, by the way, because I'm pretty sure zones wouldn't pull back here. I might be wrong, but it's usually more likely for zones to pull back into the map. And also, even if you're in the middle of the map and you're in a situation like this, it's still a half chance to go that way, because there's like 180 degrees going up the hill and the cliff. So obviously you want to stay up here in case it goes back up, because imagine you're this guy and then you got to go back up again. And also, if it does go back up and you're here, you'll claim low ground. Eventually just get fought on low ground. That probably wouldn't have happened if you're up here, because this is kind of like a position only like stacked people would have been in, because second high was up there, so only people that had mats could stay up here. Because that guy that killed him down there, they probably wouldn't have got involved with that, because you got to think about like where the players are that are gonna like go psycho and jump into boxes like that are really scuffed, and obviously they'll be down here because like they won't be able to chill up here. You can just tell that anyone scuffed is just going to drop down here and like scavenge along the builds and stuff. Okay, now we're into the second game. That's definitely a good layer. Not too high for the second high, and like so high that they can just get to any zone so easily. So I played first zone pretty well, and then it pulls max, and now they hammer. This is kind of when it goes wrong. So they hammer, they do go to different places. It depends on who's the agile as well, because usually the fragger will go to the IGL unless the fragger and the IGL know that the fragger obviously is a better position. This can be reversible for whatever role they're playing, but say this guy's the IGL, probably what should happen is IGL boxes, makes like 4 boxes, makes some good area for the fragger to get in easily, and then the IGL just stares and edits directly on his fragger and shoots anyone around him that could muck him up, and just supports him completely getting back. And what the fragger should do once they know they're split is just instantly box and then just make sure everything around them is safe before editing, and then edit out, look towards their teammate where it's safe, where he's built all the safe builds for him, and then go to get him. But what could happen here if this guy's at IGL? He could just be like to his friend over here, actually you're in a better position, I'm gonna get to you, just stay there and build a tower. Like once you get split with your teammate, your whole entire focus should be on getting back together, and the teammate is just kind of fighting people and stuff, but he knows he's not with his teammate, so I don't know what he's doing here. He's prioritizing the wrong thing. Or what you can do is both box up, be really safe, make sure you both have a good layer to rotate forward, and then wait till zone's on your back, and then your IGL just mark a spot that you meet up, so you're like both rotating. And now I think this is when he like kind of tries to get back to his teammate, and then just because he's taking so long and got distracted by fighting that team instead of getting back to his teammate, he eventually just dies, kind of just running around aimlessly without a teammate.